Alright, hello guys, so welcome to episode 2 of Daryl Dixon of season 2. Yeah, definitely a great episode. Another banner shows that this is actually a pretty good show. It's just sometimes in like season 1 it was kind of like some slow episodes when there's only like not really that many episodes, only like 6, and it seems like it'll be the same for season 2. But so far we're doing pretty good. And I feel like I said, I just had the same reaction with season 1, like the first few episodes were good, then it slowed down until near the end. Yeah. And yeah, I was thinking like, is Lazon really Brett? But he ended up being like his assistant or something. And then they let Marion get away, which they kind of show like her fate at the end of the episode. Yeah, because basically something happens with Dower and Isabel. Like they end up getting basically set up. Like it was meant to go to this location to find Laurent because Laurent disappears. So they probably thought yeah he got kidnapped or he ran away, but you know basically, Lazon's assistant basically well, I just don't really get how the whole plan actually went. It's, it's a bit confusing how that all went because Lazon was somewhat aware that he was hiding Laurent, and then I guess Sylvie finds out, which Sylvie like she's just making sure like I guess her boyfriend's okay because he was the one who was like kidnapped before, and Carol I guess she gets close to France, get ambushed by some flipping ground walkers coming out of the ground. But then we get introduced to some characters that end up saving them. Sylvia's just worried about her boyfriend, but it seems like he has no injuries, but I guess mentally he's been affected, and it ends up spilling into what happens with Daryl and them when they get betrayed. They all be betrayed to kill him. I just think like I just felt like confirmed like Lazon that was his plan anyway. Maybe hiding Laurent was his plan, but the other part where he was going to use his people to kill Daryl, I guess that wasn't really a part of the plan, and you know that was actually his assistant, I guess. And it seems like Daryl finally gets really close with Isabel since he decided to stay and help her out. Kind of had a purpose here, and that's why I didn't leave, I guess. And Carol's just wondering where he is since he never really, you know, contacted back. Since there wasn't really a good way to contact back, because she was trying to reveal that you know Wick was alive. And even after this whole situation, I just wonder if he's basically done trying to find Wick, even though Wick's actually back at this point. Yeah, and he just doesn't know. Maybe he could possibly leave with Isabel, but I still don't feel like things will 100% work out. I feel like Isabel would possibly die protecting Laurent or something, and I don't know if Laurent's actually going to be truly immune, since they're planning to do a test with Laurent where he's going to get a walker bite and see if he actually survives it to show proof that he's actually, you know, a special child that everyone treats him like. Yeah. But yeah, Carol and Ash are just with these random people, which instantly I'm just like, can they really trust them? Because we've just watched this show for so long. Well, we've watched the Walking Dead universe for so long, and when random people are around, it's hard to know if you can actually trust them. And that was just in my head, because even Carol, she was being cautious, but to even drink from them, or if it was poison or something. Because it gets to a point where she just puts the crossbow on the table, which I'm surprised how careless Carol was being with these people. Like, and this, she ended up talking like, "Oh yeah, like what happened to the world was actually a good thing. It's actually bringing back the power of Mother Nature and shit." And I'm just like, yeah, she's possibly a bit crazy and deluded. Then we found out some guy called Ian's basically controlling her and making her do bad things, and her other friend was gonna kill. Well, more like, can I say, rape Ash? Basically, force him to have a kid with her and all that. Because I guess Ash kind of tells what happened to his son, and that you know, would you want another kid and stuff, and to the point where he's just refusing like what she's basically asking. Basically, holds Ash at gunpoint and just ties him up and just making sure Cal's dealt with. Yeah, and I guess the other one doesn't actually want to do these bad things, just kind of being forced to. But Cal's just trying to convince her that there's the other way, and she does end up listening and basically kills her friend, which I'm surprised because she's possibly known her friend longer than Carol, and she decides to protect her. Yeah, but you could just tell that was a bit weird. Yeah, But yeah, when her friend comes in, she just basically kills her, headshot baby, because she was about to kill Carol since she didn't finish the job. Yeah. And she basically asks Carol like if they can if she can come with them, but man, I just wonder if Carol would have killed her. I mean, she's done a lot worse things to people that she's actually known. Like I always think of Carol and David when she just burned him alive. Probably like one of her first kills. Yeah, and she got exiled by Rick for doing that. So yeah, I think she probably would have killed her, especially when she tried to kill Carol. So yeah, but then Ash, while he's tied up, he's able to get a flare gun and he ends up shooting her. Even though I'm not sure if Carl would have actually brought her along, but yeah, she's dead. It's probably for the best anyway. No, never mind. And they just set out to France. Yeah, they end up getting to the location. She finds out about you know what where Laurent is since they basically lied. Yeah. Oops, sorry. I just don't want to play music because probably copyright and stuff. AMC. And she basically finds out where Laurent is being hidden. I was like, is Laurent really there? Then you just basically realize that it's basically a setup, and they tried to kill Daryl and them. Yeah. But they're able to defend themselves. But then I get a bit worried that Valo's gonna die because he helped Daryl a lot in season 1. And then he's basically revealing why he's betraying him. Kind of sucks this happens with Email because he seems like he was a decent character, but then he's more on what Lazon wants to do with this new world, what has to happen, and basically tells him about the ritual with Laurent, and yeah, oh, you can basically call it a ritual. They're just basically gonna make her walk a bite him and see if he's actually immune. Yeah, so they just want to get back before that happens. Yeah, and they end up having to kill him out, which sucks. Sucks his character went in this direction, but oh well. And I pressed it again, lol. But yeah, basically it's Isabel who ends up shooting him anyway. Yeah. And yeah, they basically make it. I guess Carol decides to go on her own. She doesn't want Ash to get hurt because if Ash dies, they haven't really got a way out. Unless, Daryl finds another way out. At least they've got a plane. Yeah. If nothing happens to him, and I don't know if we're gonna see him until the finale now. Since that's when he'll be useful again. And yeah, it's just cool seeing a broken down France, man. It's just crazy. Like the original season came out when France was having riots and stuff, and it was looking pretty bad. Yeah, and probably using CGI here, but make it look pretty good. And then I guess Carol finds one of Marion's people. She decides to tail him and see what's going on. Like she puts a hole in one of the things and basically follows it. I'm gonna keep doing that. I just can't really play a whole scene because copyright. But yeah. She finds out they're basically recruiting people by giving them free food. But only the worthy ones can actually go with her. Because they want like people who actually have an order. Carol tries to sneak aboard, but someone sees her, but then she knocks them out, but then she gets surrounded. But then I guess the person in charge is impressed with her, so I guess they decide to take her to be a possible soldier for Marion. Which I guess Marion ends up actually surviving and getting away, which we see. And for the first time, I'm not sure if he got to this, like, we actually got to see it with his previous girlfriend, who he ends up killing in season 11, was a part of the Reapers, and who he got his dog from. But you actually get to see Daryl kiss a girl. It was so nice. I thought I'd never see that in my life. It's just so weird. Like, this image is so alien to me. Seeing Daryl actually kiss a girl. Man. But yeah. We basically find out that she's the one who actually made the ambush. It wasn't Lazon, even though he's still bad for hiding Laurent. Yeah, but yeah, even he's not happy when he finds out what she did, because if Dell's alive, he's gonna come back and possibly kill Lazon. So yeah, we'll see how they're gonna still make this work afterwards. Yeah, he's kind of like having regrets of what he's doing. Like, are we really making the right choice? Should this really be the new world that we're making, doing these kind of things? But she just views it as like we're doing these things to make a better world, I guess. Yeah. But they're basically getting close to making it back anyway. Yeah. How it ends up bonding with this guy, I guess. And I don't know if he had like a husband or something, and they get separated, and who knows what's gonna happen to them? Like they're gonna get experimented on, since that's what Marion does to people. And we kind of found out that Imao, nothing really happened to him. I can't remember if they even showed it anyway. He just was forced to watch people getting experimented. Yeah. So he was kind of messed up in the end. And Sylvie, who knows what happens to her, since Lazon ends up finding her after she finds Lawrence. So, yeah. And then this is when they show Miriam again, torturing that Russian guy from season 1 who was supposed to kill Daryl but ends up being friends with him, even though he killed his brother. I guess getting tortured so bad. Yeah. It seems like he's not going to give up the information too. Yeah. So definitely respect for this character. At least this guy's still alive, because it just kind of sucks they killed off Quinn. He seemed like he was becoming a cool character, and then when he was, they just killed him off. But at least we still got, this guy. He's pretty cool. Yeah. It seems like it's going to be useful going into the next episode. In the previously, it seems like it's going to help Carol find Daryl, but hopefully they don't end up following, and then it just makes more problems. Yeah, it gets people killed. So Carol's going to be a bit careful with Miriam, since she's a very dangerous woman. And man, the evidence is basically right in their face. Yeah, where flipping Daryl and Lorraine are. Yeah, and Isabel. And yeah, it pretty much ends here. It was a good episode. Really enjoyed it. It's just nice to see actual good Walking Dead content instead of stuff like the final season of Fear the Walking Dead, which was just like one of the worst TV seasons ever. And I just finished Power Book 2, which was also just again one of the worst seasons ever. Jesus, the last season. My God. Up there with Top Boy and Game of Thrones, like some of the worst endings to a TV show. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just happy, even though I wasn't really happy with how The Walking Dead ended, with only some characters getting a finished story, but then the rest we have to watch spin-off shows to see how their story actually concludes. We at least still getting something, where a lot of these other shows that have been, ended, like the ones I mentioned, we're not really gonna get anything else afterwards. That's it. We stuck with such a trash ending that at least I just wish we could still get a movie. Like after these spin-off shows are done, like, we just get one final movie to just bring everyone together and just finish off the story. But if these spin-off shows are the only thing we're getting, then oh well, I guess I just want to see all the characters together that are still alive. That's basically all I want. I want Morgan to come back, see Wick, just everyone. Daryl, see Wick. Just Daryl deserves to see Wick the most anyway, because he spent years looking for him. I guess he found love, but didn't really work out. Yeah, he's got a dog, but yeah, it seems like the dog actually passed away in real life, which sucks. Rip. But yeah, that's all I got to say for this episode anyway. I just hope someday we can see a true finale, like a movie or something. Andrew Lincoln comes back again one last time. Even flipping Morgan, which the actor says, Lenny James, he said he's done with his character, but I just wish they'd all come back just for a movie, just a final thing to finish the story. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. If you leave a like, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.